There's the map. I just knew this chap was behind it all. Now Dad will have to believe me. Come on, we have to tell him.
Wait! Anne, you'd better stay here and make sure the Professor doesn't take off.
OK, but hurry.
Well, George, have you got something to confess to me? Do you want to give me back my map of the ship?
Dad, the Professor stole the map. You must believe me. We have just found the map in his suitcase.
That's right. We're witnesses.
Exactly.
We also know why he took it. He's looking for treasure. I spied on him last night during dinner. He was phoning his accomplice. They were talking about treasure in our wreck.
What? That's unbelievable. Treasure in the wreck. Oh, you poor chaps. I have to disappoint you. Many have looked for this alleged treasure in vain. No one, of course, has ever found it, and I can tell you why. It doesn't exist. I think the old fisherman made up this whole story about the treasure. The old sea dog has played quite a few practical jokes on us.
Stop! You mustn't go! Please! Please stop! No!
I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop him. He just pushed me to the side. Darn it all. We have to go after him. Or have you got a better idea?
No!
Where's the Professor going in this storm?
No idea. The accomplice he phoned earlier is probably waiting somewhere for him.
What's the matter with Anne?
She was supposed to make sure the Professor didn't escape. But that's what happened after all. We must go after him.
Now take it easy. You're imagining things. Nothing has happened at all. I have got my drawing of the ship again, and the Professor will show up soon. Then he'll have to do some explaining about the map, but otherwise, as a paying guest, he can do what he pleases.
But the treasure!
Now that's just an old seaman's yarn. Run off and play now and let me work a little. Oh yes, one more thing. Excuse me for suspecting you, George.
Wow! Do you hear how it's thundering? Maybe the Professor has already been hit by lightning.
I should take another look around the guest room. Well, if I pull the rug, then... Got it!
Wow, this is a really old book.
Look! It belonged to my great-great-grandfather, Captain Carey Thorndyke. Dad told me once that he was a famous sailor. He also fought against the French when he was in the Navy. And of course he always won.
Don't torment us, George. Read it aloud.
It seems to be old Thorndyke's diary. In the last entry he writes about a horrible storm which tossed his ship around in the seas directly in front of Kieran Island. Hey! Look! It's the ship's log of our old wreck. It's unbelievable! How did this get into the hands of the Professor?
Read on. I'm dying of curiosity.
I thought so. Listen. We won't be able to escape just punishment and will capsize wretchedly. The avarice of my men has led us to ruin. The gold doesn't bring its owner any luck. Did you hear that?
Yes, they capsized.
Look, everybody. He really had a treasure on board. That is the Professor's secret. He's only after the wreck, our wreck, to lay his hands on our treasure.
We must go and stop him right away.
Isn't it exciting? Look, the storm has eased off.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Let's find the treasure.
Hello, George. How's it going?
Hello, Joshua. Pretty well, really. We're looking for an older chap with a dark suit. Have you seen someone like that?
Yes. A fellow like that was here 2 or 3 hours ago. He insisted I take him out to the wreck. During storming with those dangerous reefs. A reckless fool. I told him how to get there and he was gone.
How long ago was that exactly?
Not too long, but I don't know exactly either.
Was he alone?
No, there was someone with him.
How long does it take to get to the wreck?
Maybe a quarter of an hour? But you have to know the way exactly.
How can we get to the wreck then?
Actually, it's really easy. Only the reefs are dangerous on the way there. Some of them lie so close under the water that you don't see them until you've run aground on them. But be careful. The reefs out there are really very dangerous. They were the ship's doom back then.
Is there really treasure on the ship?
You're really curious, aren't you? A few have dived down there to find this treasure, but they have always come back empty-handed. All I know is that your great-great-great-grandfather sailed to the South Seas for the King of England, and that after a battle at sea with the Spanish, he was rewarded for his services with piles of gold. But it didn't bring him any luck. The ship capsized on the way home, shortly before reaching his island.
Those poor sailors.
That's pretty exciting, but we'll find the gold.
Well, the best of luck with your search.
Wow, is that the wreck?
Yes, the storm this morning must have lifted it on the rocks.
It looks pretty scary.
We should take a closer look at the wreck. Row over there, George. What are we waiting for? Let's go to the wreck.
Wow!
Ew, yuck. This ship smells like fish.
Lying at the bottom of the ocean for centuries. And now the storm has thrown it back up to the surface.
Gosh, I'd have loved to have taken a ride on it. I can tell you, rowing is tiring.
Well, you don't say. Well then, I'll take it.
Tell me, have you found anything?
All I found was this strange tin in a small cupboard. The lid seems to be jammed shut. I can't open it at all.
Do you think the professor was on the ship before us?
I don't think so. Everything is so dirty in there. I would have found some clues.
Bother, where is the treasure?
Not in the wreck, anyway. It looks as if your great-grandpa was able to hide it safely somewhere after all.
We must find out more about this shipwreck story. But how?
Let's try to break open this tin first.
How?
You'll get blood poisoning from it, it being so rusty and all.
Now let's see what's hidden in this tin. Wow! A key!
We're back, Dick. Where are you?
Hey, look what was in the tin!
A key? But to which lock?
It's very small, but the handle is beautifully decorated. Look.
There's a ship named Betty Blue, but that's not the name of our wreck.
Which ship is that again?
Give me the key, Dick. I've got an idea. Maybe the solution is in Dad's study. We only have to find a way to slip into the room secretly.
What's all that commotion outside? You know very well that I'm working. Do I have to lock myself in to be able to work in peace?
I'm sorry, Dad. Do you mind if I take a quick look around if I'm really quiet?
I don't know why, but all right. But make it quick. I'm very busy. And don't mess up anything.
Of course, Dad.
Georgina, now that's enough of that. Leave my room immediately. Now I really do have to lock myself in to get some peace and quiet.
Well, have you found out anything new, George?
No, I'm afraid not. Dad has locked himself into his study and he's snoring.
We've already made ourselves something to eat. Adventure and ocean air make you awfully hungry.
I've also made some sandwiches for Uncle Quentin, but I don't dare go in his room.
I'll take the sandwiches. Maybe the food will soften my dad up. Tea is always good.
What's the matter? I don't want to be disturbed.
I say, Dad, how about a couple of sandwiches and some tea?
Thank you, Georgina. Oh, come on in and pour me some tea. My cup is on the desk.
Of course, Dad. But don't call me Georgina. I hate it.
Thank you, sweetheart. Good that you've put on some more wood. The fire burned down so quickly. It must have gone out. Yes, it gets much too warm in here with that fire. That's much more pleasant. Thank you, Georgina.
Here comes the master thief. Now don't act like a bull in a china shop. Really quiet.